So we are in close contact with the Ukrainians and are supportive of their efforts to engage in diplomacy and to try to reach a ceasefire. We are prepared to be helpful however we can and are focused on putting Ukraine in the strongest possible position, both on the battlefield and at the negotiating table. We obviously continue to provide security assistance, to provide weapons, to ensure that they are able to push back on Russian aggression. And we continue to increase pressure on Putin and on Russia by imposing severe costs in partnership with our allies and partners. So we defer to the Ukrainians to discuss the specifics of the negotiations, but we are, of course, committed to a Ukraine that is sovereign, independent, and secure. And we are in constant conversation with the Ukrainian government and our allies and partners, but as always, we keep those conversations private. To your second question about Kyiv, obviously, and what we heard from the Russians today, you obviously heard the president address this and say that we'll need to watch and see if their actions meet their words. But I think we should be clear-eyed about the reality of what's happening on the ground, and no one should be fooled by Russia's announcements. We believe any movement of forces from around Kyiv is a redeployment and not a withdrawal. And the world should be prepared for a major offensive against other areas of Ukraine. Everyone should expect that we're going to continue to see attacks across Ukraine. Obviously, a key message that the president delivered on his trip to Europe last week was that we are in for a long slog, that our allies and partners need to remain, that our resolve needs to remain strong, and that we need to continue to execute on the strategy of inflicting significant cost on the Russian economy, and again, strengthening Ukraine on the battlefield and at the negotiating table.